Well, good morning, everybody. Uh, I haven't made a video in a long time in the morning, so this is late. I haven't been getting up at my usual time either at 3 o'clock, but I haven't been going to bed early either. So, uh, yeah, I was hoping to leave today, but it sounds like it's going to be more like at the end of the week. So, but I was going to read a scripture last night, Matthew, and I just got too tired. After being in Jeff's live stream 5 or 6 times, uh, I just got real tired and I just went to sleep. So I want to finish reading this. This is Matthew 13, 1 and 1 through 53. Other than that, like my cold seems to be doing a heck of a lot better. I see that it's really windy outside. It's about 10 degrees here. Cold. Um, so I'll start reading this, finish this up. The same day went Yahusha out of the house and sat by the seaside, and great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore, and he spoke many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow, and when he sowed, some seeds fell by the way, and the fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up, because they had no deepness of earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no root, they withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But other fell into good ground, and brought forth fruit, some 100, some 60-fold, or some 100-fold, some 160-fold, and some 30-fold. Who has ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speak you unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever has, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever has not, from him shall be taken away even that he has. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Yeshua, which says, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing you shall see, and not perceive. For this people's hearts wax gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should not understand with their heart, and should turn back, and I should heal them. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For amen, I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When anyone hears the word of the kingdom and understands it not, then comes the wicked one and catches away that which was sown in his heart. This is he who received seed by the wayside. But he that received the seed into stony places, the same is he that hears the word, and immediately with joy receives it. Yet has he not root in himself, but endures for a while. For when tribulation and persecution arises because of the word, by and by he is offended. He also that receives seed among the thorns is he that hears the word, and the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becomes unfruitful. But he that received seed into the good ground is he that hears the word and understands it, which also bears fruit and brings forth some 100-fold, some 60, some 30. Another parable he put forth unto them, saying, The kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servant of the house came and said unto him, Adonai, which also means master or Lord, did not sow good seed in your field. From whence then has it tares? He said unto them, An enemy has done this. The servant said unto him, Will you then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while ye gather up the tares ye root up also the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. And in the time of harvest I will say to the reapers, Gather ye together first the tares and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. Another parable yet he put forth unto them, saying, The kingdom of heaven is like to a grain of mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in his field, which indeed is the least of all seeds, but when it is grown, it is the greatest among herbs, and became a tree, so that the birds of the air come and lodge in the branches thereof. Another parable spoke he unto them, The kingdom of heaven is like unto leaven, which a woman took and hid in 3 measures of meal, till the whole was leavened. All these things spoke Yahusha unto the multitude in parables, and without a parable spoke he unto them, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open my mouth in parables, I will utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. Then Yahusha sent the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. He answered and said unto them, He that sows the good seed is the son of Adam. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, shall it be in the end of this world. The Son of Adam shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of the kingdom of all things that offend, and them which do transgress the Torah, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who has ears to hear, let him hear. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto treasure hid in a field, the which when a man has found, he hides, and for joy thereof goes and sells all that he has, and buys that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchantman seeking goodly pearls, who when he had found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had and bought it. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind, which when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away. So shall it be at the end of the world. The angel shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Yahushua said unto them, Have ye understood all these things? They say unto him, Yea, Adonai. And said he unto them, Therefore every scribe which is instructed unto the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is a householder who brings forth out of his treasure things new and old. And it came to pass that when Yahushua had finished these parables, he departed thence. And that's it for the reading for which was supposed to end yesterday, but it's fine. For the Sabbath, Friday, Saturday. The reason why they changed the Sabbath to Sunday is that's what the Catholics did. And there's a lot of Christians, especially the 501c3 churches they're all in on this. The Catholics, I always say, they're like the head, right? The head of, if you want to call it the beast system, and then the tail is like, well, all these other Christian churches, the 501(c)(3)s, they come right behind. That's why I don't go to church anymore, and I just read, like I said, I sometimes I pray up to 3 times a day. I mean, what churches do that, I'm not trying to compare myself to anybody, but I'm on fire for God, I'm not lukewarm. I'm not cold. I'm on fire. And like I said, on the weekends, I read these, from this book right here. There's 3 chapters that I read from 2 chapters from the Old Testament usually, and 1 chapter from the New Testament on the weekends, for the Sabbath. And then during the weekday, I read anywhere from 10 to 30 chapters of whatever I'm reading, whether it's the New or Old Testament. Right now I'm on 2nd Chronicles, and I've been reading that sometime this week. I'll be probably most likely tomorrow or Tuesday I'll be finishing up that. So then I'll be on to a different book in the Old Testament. I've already read the New Testament in a month. I was so hungry for God, so that was last year, and now I'm on to the Old Testament, trying to get through that. But and then when people talk about fasting, I fasted for a week already, so just water, and when I worship God, it's not once a week for 1 hour. It's when I get on the highway, like if I have to go to the city and get groceries or get my errands done, I'm worshiping anywhere from 5 to 10 hours. I mean, who does that, If you say you believe in God, God knows your heart. You need to give it all. You need to be desperate for Him. So, that being said, if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. You're more than welcome to comment down below. And like I always say, thank you for all the subscribers. Thank you for listening to me. I'm doing my best right now in the situation I'm in. Could I do a little bit better? Yeah, I could probably dress a little bit better, and I even thought about making videos. I got a camera and I got a professional microphone. Thought about that, Sometime in the future I'd like to do that if I get an apartment or something, but for now I'll just keep making them on my phone. I seem to be doing pretty good, and I'll be making another video later on sometime today, and It's going to cover thou shalt not kill. So to me, that's going to be kind of exciting, that video. So with that being said, we'll see you on the next video.